Good evening, guys. My name is Stuart from Marshall Music. And before we get to our two very special guests tonight from Cutting Jade, we're having a little competition. So share and like this video, and you'll be randomly selected to win this cool Korg Pitch Clip 2 tuner. It's very cool. It works beautifully, and you don't even need a floor tuner to operate it. It's just brilliant, brilliant. Guys, Shaun Collins and Raoul Dippenaar from Cutting Jade, welcome. Thank you for being with us tonight. You guys have just had your 20-year anniversary.
Yeah, that's it.
Congratulations.
20 years last year.
Okay.
And yeah, it's flown by. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. You know, for a band to have a 20-year career in these times is actually pretty impressive.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, very cool. Shaun, tell us a little bit about your musical upbringing and your how did you get into playing guitar, and do you play any other instruments as well?
No, just the guitar.
Okay.
And it came through my brother, really. My brother had an electric guitar lying around. He went to the army. He was still in the conscription days.
Okay.
And I kind of stole it from him. It's in pieces, actually, in my cupboard. But, you know, that was the start of it.
You still got it?
Yeah, it's still in my mom's house.
Okay.
In two pieces.
Well, what is it?
It was a Hohner.
Yeah.
Saint Viper.
St. Viper 2 or something.
Okay.
Something, yeah. It almost like a Jackson Kelly type thing.
Yeah.
Nice deep cutaway.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it had like a sparkly black finish. It was a really cool guitar, like a real metal guitar. You know?
And were you playing metal in those days? Is that what you got?
Yeah, that was, you know, my brother put me onto all the classic metal bands.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had, you know, my Metal Zone and my Rat, and I was going through, at one stage I was going through a hi-fi. You can just imagine what that sounds like.
I've done exactly that. My first pedal was a Metal Zone, and I played it through my hi-fi.
And to me that was like the sound. And, you know, and then I actually tried to sell the Rat, and the music store guy just wouldn't take it. He said, one day you're going to want it. It was the best advice I ever got, because it's my best pedal ever, you know.
Okay.
So,
still using that?
well, from time to time, and
Yeah.
it goes, you know, on and
Haul
off.
it out
Yeah,
every
haul
now
it
and
out. But I mean,
Yeah.
I just love it. It's,
How old were you then when you started playing?
I must have been about 16 when I took up the electric guitar. I'd had a few acoustic sort of lessons and stuff, but I kind of lost interest. But when my boot went off to the army, and the guitar was there, and he had a little PV stack, and I kind of just got into it then.
Right.
You know.
And when did you start playing?
Also, much like Shaun, did like the whole classical guitar lessons early on. But the music that the teacher was like, you know, getting me to learn, I couldn't relate to it at all. I didn't understand
it was typical back then, wasn't it? Yeah, the
it was
teachers
just,
were backward.
well, it was like a whole bunch of hippie music that I didn't understand. And I was like, what does, you know, were people still riding dinosaurs back then when this music came out? And I didn't get it. And so I became bored of it and stopped. And then in high school, to get out of taking German, I thought, you know, look, I did a bit of music, I can do music, and then get out of German that way. And that's how I started getting back into it.
Okay. Well, you're lucky you had music at school. Most people didn't, you know. And early musical inspirations and heroes for you guys?
All the metal guys.
Yeah.
Metallica, Megadeth for you.
Yeah, no, for me the journey started, a friend borrowed me his Nirvana CD, and I started from there. And then one of my friends, I asked him, look, give me the best Megadeth album, give me the best Iron Maiden album. And on the one side of the tape was Megadeth Rust in Peace, on the other one was Iron Maiden's Seventh Son of the Seventh Son.
Yeah.
And after that it was over.
Done. Finished.
Yeah.
And your first guitar?
It was also a Hohner.
Okay.
It was a Rockwood Alex 250G. And I
How
think
do you remember that?
I still have it. I still have it. I can't tell you what I use it for now, but I still look at it regularly.
Okay, that's cool. Geez, I haven't kept any of my first guitars. They've all just kind of moved on, you know. I wish I had. Wish I had.
I only sold 2 guitars ever, and they were both bought for the purpose of selling again.
Okay, that's impressive. You're a real hoarder.
No, he rolls
Yeah.
a hoarder. When it comes to guitars, firstly he takes care of them like.
So So Raoul's a little bit of a PRS addict. Tell us a little bit about your PRSs.
It all started, when like paging through the guitar mags, and still saw this pic of a guy playing a gold top, and I didn't even know who he was. I just like this guitar was great, and I since found out it was Springsteen's guitarist, and I just loved the look of them. And then I got to play them years later, and Andy McGibbon still gave me a lot of good advice with them, and I bought my first one from him. That I still, it's to this day my favorite guitar. I love that thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's where it started for me, and I just gelled with them, and I didn't have to fight it. It had the sound I wanted. It was just completely natural.
Okay. What other ones have you got?
Okay, so for years I was just a one-man guitar, because that guitar was just like, it was so good that I would walk into the guitar shop, walk straight past all the guitars, not even look at them, buy my strings and go home again. I was so set on it. And then the one day I played a archtop PRS, and the guys refused to sell it. I even went there a couple of times with cash in hand to try and buy the thing. No love. And I spent 5 years on the internet, and the one day I found one in New Jersey, and it was done. I tied up the deal, had it shipped, and that's where the collecting started. And it's just, I got a little bit addicted to it, and every PRS that came up for sale I ended up buying. Literally everyone.
So how many have you got now?
I've got 7 core PRSs.
7 core models.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's the.
I don't know anyone with more than that in South Africa. Yeah.
I don't know if there is.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's my first standard 24 that I had, and then it was the archtop. Then I got a McCarthy, because Shaun's got a McCarthy, and I always loved it.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, it was meant to be my guitar, because I bought it. Well, he was looking for one, so I said, "Look, let's buy it. It's a really good price, and we'll check it out. Whichever guitar I prefer, you can have the other one."
Okay.
But he just ended up having the McCarthy in any case. And so I ended up finding one of those years later. And then I got another standard 24, but that's a hardtail, which is impossible to find. You just don't find a hardtail 24.
Yeah, super rare.
Yeah, I think it's like 1 in 10,000.
Yeah, I think so.
It really is. Yeah. And then what else? Then I got a custom 24, because that's the quintessential PRS.
Yep.
So for years, I didn't have one.
What color is that custom 24?
It is blood orange. It's the 30th anniversary artist
pack. Yeah.
Artist pack. And then the nicest one I've got is the Modern Eagle 2. And that thing is phenomenal. It's just the most versatile guitar, with the coil tapping, the sounds you get out of that guitar is just incredible.
I bet you don't play it live.
I would.
Okay.
No, I would. If the right gig came along, I would play it. I've always believed that, these things, they always refer to PRS as lawyers' guitars and doctors' guitars, but I don't agree with that. It's always a case of, if you have it, play it.
I agree. 100%. I don't see enough people doing that.
Yeah, no, I don't care how rare or valuable it is. No, if the gig came along that I had to play it, absolutely.
Okay, good. And your live rig, what's your go-to sort of guitar and amp and
the
moment?
The McCarthy for a very long time, but lately I've been playing a Strat.
Okay.
I was playing the McCarthy for 15, 16 years, and then I just said, you know what, I don't know what else is out there, and I literally started buying like one of each. So I wanted a Strat and a Telly and a Les Paul. And an SG, and I've sort of gathered, a hollow body, like a 335 type guitar, and I just experiment kind of as it comes.
Yeah,
to
cool.
me,
It's nice to have one of everything just to cover your bases.
Well, exactly. I'm more of a songwriter than a guitar player. In my mind. So for me, it's the inspiration you get from picking up different guitars through different amps, and then for me the big thing is pedals. You know, I'm like a pedal hoarder.
Okay.
So like for me, there's nothing better than getting a new pedal and plugging it in, and it just automatically makes you play a different way. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah,
So,
it can inspire
yeah.
a song. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not good for the budget, but it's yeah.
And amp-wise, for you guys, what do you like using at home and at gigs? And
I've pretty much just been playing my Marshall JCM 2000 for
Nice.
forever.
Okay.
I got the combo initially because we did a tour in the UK, and while we were over there I played on a DSL and I absolutely loved it. And then I thought, look, it's great, I just want that third channel. And then I got the combo and never really gelled with the combo, but in hindsight I realized they only work with a fixed bridge guitar.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Shaun ended up buying the head and cab version. And then the moment I tried it, I was like, this is it. That's what I've been looking for. And I've been playing that for, also probably about 15, maybe more.
Okay.
17 years I've been
Wow.
playing that amp.
Still the same amp.
Still the same amp.
Yeah, still
I
going
haven't
strong.
even retubed it.
Wow. Okay, so you looked after it, eh? Yeah, very cool. And pedals, are you a pedal nut as well?
No.
Just-
No. My favorite pedal is a Boss TU2. That's the pedal I use the most.
You should get a headstock tuner.
Yeah, people don't really get that joke.
No. Inside joke, never mind. Tell us about your, well, let's talk a little bit about Cutting Jade.
Sure.
And then any other projects that you guys are involved with at the moment?
Cool.
What are the plans for Cutting Jade this year?
Well, we did our 20th anniversary. We did an unplugged show, which we recorded video and audio.
Yeah.
So we're busy editing that, and that's going to come out at some stage. It was great, over 2 hours of footage, and we
wow.
did some cool stuff. We brought in pianos and all sorts of stuff. And, we really
Through the kitchen sink.
we worked through the songs, and we did different things, and we blended songs into each other, and also it was really, really fun, and the crowd was fantastic, and so that's going to come out. And then we've also done a new single, which is busy getting mixed at the moment.
Okay.
Something totally different, so that's going to be
With
interesting.
Ludwig Brouwer.
At
There, One Big Room.
At One Big Room, that's it.
Cool.
Yeah, so
He's a master.
Yes, no, he's fantastic.
Yeah, nice guy to work with.
Nice
Yeah.
guy, amazing musician.
I've never heard a bad thing about him.
Yeah, no, for
brilliant.
sure. So, look, it's taken a hell of a long time because of us.
Okay.
So we've worked on this thing for about a year now.
Okay.
But,
So you guys have busy day jobs nowadays?
yeah, of course, day
Yeah.
jobs, kids, and all sorts of things. So
Okay.
it's a very busy time. But yeah, that's exciting stuff, man. It's coming out, and it's a nice way to just, the last 20 years is in that package, and that's
Yeah,
going to be
lekker,
great.
man.
And then we're doing some different sounding stuff.
When will that be coming out? The next month or so, you reckon?
Let's make it 3 maybe.
Okay.
We don't like to rush
it's
anything.
The artwork. The artwork takes ages to.
No, exactly.
And your what was that other side project? You were
Okay,
telling
so
me
what
about?
we're doing, our vocalist has moved to Nelspruit,
Yeah.
so logistically gigs is more difficult, so we're more picky now, if that's a thing, if we can be even more picky about the gigs. So what we've decided to do is the rest of the band are doing this project called Pony Ride.
Okay.
Now you'll actually see that from the very first Cutting Jade album, I used to thank Pony Ride.
Okay.
Now what happened was when we were at Varsity and we were Cutting Jade, a mate of mine said, no man, Cutting Jade sucks as a name, you should call your band Pony Ride. And I said, yeah, that's a great idea. So there was no such band as Pony Ride, but I always thank the greatest band on earth, Pony Ride.
Okay.
through all our CDs. And so in any case, we decided, well, while the cat's away, we're going to come out and play, and we're going to do like this kind of heavier kind of metal project called Pony Ride.
Okay. How heavy? Heavy.
I don't know. Think Pantera,
Okay.
Metallica.
Okay.
It can go
Soft pop by
Slipknot-ish.
today's
Yeah,
standards.
no,
Yeah.
look,
No, not Slipknot.
it's not exactly, not exactly. It's not hugely heavy, but it's heavier than Cutting Jade.
Okay. And you're not singing in that, are you?
No, I am.
You're the singer.
I'm the
Okay.
vocalist of that band.
Okay.
I recorded a couple of demos about 10 years ago.
Okay.
just sort of for fun, and just decided we don't play enough together, so we might as well just continue jamming and get together. And
Any gigs coming up with Pony Rock?
Yeah, 19th of April.
19th of April.
Railways
Cafe
in Pretoria. We're playing with our mates from Deadline. I don't know if you know the band Deadline.
I've heard of the name.
Yeah, they like they're kind of like the founders of what they call the new wave of South African heavy metal.
Okay.
And they do it well, and they've got all the.
Are they youngsters?
They're not. No,
they're our age. But they were due to open for Priest when they were meant to come to South Africa.
So one of the ones. Them and LA Cobra were going to.
Okay, I know about LA Cobra. Yeah. Okay. Oh, cool.
So mates of ours from primary school, some of the guys.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna, we got onto the bill, So
cool. It's gonna be a few beers had.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be great fun.
Cool. Yeah. Tell us about. I always ask all my guests to give some advice to youngsters. Either starting out in bands or wanting to get into the music industry. Starting with you, Raoul. Any advice to lighties wanting to get going in some way in the music industry?
Get on that stage. That's the first thing you do. I spent way too much time
in the bedroom.
In the bedroom, practicing the riffs, learning, Kirk Hammett solos, thinking I'm not good enough, and you're never good enough when you start. The whole point is get on that stage and start playing, because the time that you spend in your bedroom, yes, you learn things, but it's wasted. It's wasted. Where the moment you get on that stage and your hand shakes so much that you can't fret a chord. You remember the first time you were on stage?
Yeah, of course.
And you're shaking so much you can't, finger an A. So get on stage, so that the first thing you can do is learn to relax. So that you can start like doing what you do in your bedroom on a stage. So that you get over that intimidation thing, and it's just you start having fun, and that's what it's about. Is get in the real world, play the music.
Yeah, 100%. And you.
No, I agree totally. And I think 3 things for me is buy a tuner. Always say
headstock tuner.
Well, any tuner.
It should actually be like the second pedal that you buy. The first pedal you buy is a metal zone.
Yeah.
The second pedal you buy is a tuner.
Yeah, but look, what, the easiest tuner you can find, if you can just put it on your headstock and tune up, because I don't think there's anything, worse for yourself than playing an out of tune guitar.
Yeah.
Or your audience.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tuner, metronome, and
thank you, metronome. Thank you.
If you're a right-handed guitarist, your right hand is the most important hand. This is a flashy guy, but the rhythm.
So many people think it's not just about picking the note; it's about the timing.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's why the right
timing
hand is
all
more
here.
important. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the thing of all the great music, whether it's very, very technical or very, very simple. It's about the rhythm of it.
100%.
So it's very, very important.
Absolutely. Any Facebook pages and stuff for Cutting Jade?
We've got a Facebook page, so if you just put in Cutting Jade,
Cutting Jade, it pops up. Okay.
Yes, please, and that's where we put up news and links and gigs and whatever else.
Yeah, nobody uses a web page anymore. So
it's all on.
Yeah, and you can get a hold of us through the page if you want to book us. Or
will you answer messages if people contact you?
We try it. Raoul does a lot of that.
Are you the guy?
It might be 3 days, but I will answer you.
Okay. And tell us quickly about people going to your PRS, South African PRS Owners Club.
Okay, it's just. I ended up becoming an admin by default. I don't know who made me an admin, but thank you, whoever it was.
Cool.
But it was purely out of passion that started. And if you're curious about the guitars, come join the page. If you want advice about the guitars, come join the page.
Yeah.
And if you have one, come join the page.
PRS owners, go to the what's it called?
PRS Owners South Africa.
PRS Owners South Africa. If you own a PRS, any PRS, it doesn't matter if it's a cheap SE or top of the range, private stock. Join the page. It's very cool. Guys, we're out of time. Thank you for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Cool, guys. That's all for tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.